And we are back with another garden video. Look at the difference here between the last video and this one. I spent so much time going through and weeding all this, and there's still weeds left, but it looks way better. So yeah, spent about 3 hours breaking my back getting those weeds out. Still got all of this is basically just grass now, but yeah, it's not looking too bad. Doesn't look good by any means, but it doesn't look too bad. Just checking on the watermelons here. Those are not doing terrible. That one is pretty big. This one's pretty big too. Starting to vine out a little bit, but not too much. Though the watermelons are by far the furthest behind. Like these ones, the pumpkins already have flowers on them, and they're already vining out pretty good. So my goal for today was to just check on everything and then harvest the radishes, because they're ready to go, and I wanted to get them out before they flowered, like they went to seed, because then they wouldn't taste as good and they wouldn't be just as good of quality as we could get. So that was my goal for today. And what I'm going to do with those radishes, we're going to eat some of them raw, because you can, and then we're going to pickle some of them. And so there's a zucchini right there, and you see the corn, and a couple more zucchinis, and those are starting to come in really good. They're not spreading out as much as I thought they were going to, so you can see how there's so many weeds in between the plants. I really was hoping that they would spread out and cover the ground so that the weeds would not grow. So next visit out to the garden, probably going to pull all the stuff in between the zucchinis, but who knows if I'll get around to it. I got Lori, Hannah's mom, coming out. She's gonna maybe help me with that. Hopefully, that'd be nice. She's afraid that I was gonna put her to work, and well, she's not wrong. I might do that. And so you can see the radishes there, ready to get pulled. So I'm gonna do that in a little bit here. Let's finish up our garden tour, looking at our beets, not doing too bad. And then I'm having a really hard time finding some of these. Like I almost step on the snap peas all the time. The green beans are just juggling right along, not growing too fast, but not doing a whole lot either. So I'm really curious to see what the bean pods look like for that plant right there. I think those are going to be the purple ones, but there is a whitish yellow variety that I planted as well in this row. That was part of the gourmet blend. So that'll be interesting to see what we get out of those. And yeah, like next time I go out, I'm probably gonna stake these guys up. I got these little pieces of wood. You can see there's a little flower there, so I'm just gonna stake them up so that I don't step on them and crush them, because that would be a disaster. Since there's only a handful of them that actually came up, for me to just kill one of them would be not good. So there you go. You can see there's a couple more flowers on that plant right there. And then we're going to head over here to the cucumbers and check these guys out. They're starting to get a lot of grass growing around them, so I'm going to have to go out and pull that grass out that's around the fence and around the plants. Stepping over here to Grandma's green bean patch. These are looking really good, and I am very, very happy about that. I get rid of that guy right there. That's a little plant, a little weed. Rip these out. Check out the muck boots, looking good. Those are the only reason I can get all this work done, is because I got the muck boots on. Get rid of that milkweed. All right, moving on. Checking these plants out. They're going to have a bunch of weeds start growing up around them soon, so I'm going to have to be proactive and try to get rid of all those. Our potatoes are coming in really good, a lot better than I anticipated, which is cool, but if we get 400 pounds of tomatoes, I don't know, or potatoes, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. All right, let's grab our little trowel and our bucket and head over here to the radishes and get to harvesting. So these are so easy. You just grab them and pull them out. Like, look at that. That's a beautiful one right there. First one out. And then, I think this is the only one that we like threw away. And I did not want to eat that one because it was all split like that. And a weird thing that I noticed when I was picking these was that some of them, or most of them really, were just like beautiful, perfect radishes, like that very first one that I pulled. But then some of them were really small and tiny. So you get one like that, and then if I can reach in here, grab one, not the messed up one. We'd get some like this. Like they were so thin and like they just didn't grow at all. So that was kind of disappointing. But they were like starting to flower, so I was gonna pull them, so they didn't go bad. But it was just a little disappointing because they look like they're ready, and then you rip it out of the ground, and then it's like nothing. So there are also some that were pretty tiny, so I left those in there, and I think I'm gonna pull them next visit out. But for one row there, I filled up, most of this bucket here, which is pretty cool. I did not think that we were gonna get that many. So see here, I'm showing like that one, the top of it looks like it's huge and ready to go, but then the bottom there's just like nothing. So very interesting. I have a feeling that they ended up like that because of the soil was pretty like sandy and kind of rocky. So I think that's why they ended up like that. So I went through and pulled a little grass in front of the cucumbers. I'm going to come back and pull all that stuff behind the cucumbers underneath the trellis there. And then look at this, it's already got some flowers on there, and he's starting to vine out a little bit. So I'm just going to take this guy and twist him around here so he stays up and starts climbing up the actual fence. So hopefully that will happen soon, and then they'll really start growing up, because there's a lot of those are still really small. But there we go. This is all our radishes that we got, except for just a few that I left to grow. In the next video, I'm going to be showing how we pickled those and washed them and the whole process. So thank you for watching.